Morning, guys. Just sitting here in traffic. Fucking muck. Some kind of a crash here, no doubt. Anywho, grand morning, but cold all the same. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I had a few people on to meet there, just asking about the. Excuse me, I'm picking my nose. Just have a storm in my nose. Some people on saying, talk about the coronavirus. Now, I'm no expert, but I have been kind of monitoring, just what's going on in the media, and, obviously I've read up on it, and in my lazy day yesterday, I watched a few little documentaries on it as well, and, it's quite interesting, but I just want to talk about, what I'm really on about is the Irish attitude, because I don't want to get into the medical part of it, because again, as I said, I'm no expert. I'm only reading what's online and what I'm seeing, and I could be wrong. But I did watch one documentary, and it was very interesting because the doctor himself was kind of, he was very frank in the way he spoke about it. You know what I mean? The other doctors were on, and it was a lot of medical jargon. Now, I'm used to medical jargon from going to from the kidney and stuff like that. But, he was just explaining to people, like, kind of, in layman's terms, what he basically thought of the situation. And this doctor was Chinese. Now, he didn't live in the region that there was the outbreak, but he was, he obviously lived somewhere, anyway, in China, but he was just, talking about, like the scaremongery that's going on in the media. And, just kind of, that sometimes the hysteria and the propaganda can be bigger than the threat. Like, what he was saying was, it's, you think about fever, shortness of breath, diarrhea, like, a lot of that you get from I know when I get the flu, like, I get shakes, I get a fever, you know what I mean? My breathing wouldn't be fantastic either, Now, what he was saying was, look, influenza has been around for years. And I had a friend who had it, I could be wrong at the time, but I think it was about 5 years ago we got it. And I remember him having it. I didn't go near him because obviously I have a low immune system from the meds. But I remember him having it and talking to him while he had it. And he honestly thought he was going to fucking die. And this was literally just the flu. This, like, influenza, it's the stronger version of the common flu. But, like, this fucking kills people. It absolutely kills people. But the problem is that, like, nobody loses their shit over that on a daily basis because it's not in the media every day. Do you know what I mean? And this is what he was saying, is that the way the media is now, because of social media and, in general, he said, like, it's just crazy how something can grow legs. Now, he said, look, I'm not downgrading it. He said there has been cases where people have died, and but he said, like, as far as worldwide spread and pandemic status, and he says there has been worse epidemics out there that haven't got half the airplay that this has got. Do you know what I mean? There's conspiracy theorists out there. I was talking to a guy in work, and he was saying that there's these camps in China, like concentration camps, and they're not prisons. They're literally just, I think it's where maybe, I don't know whether it's homeless people, I don't know what it is, but he didn't really know himself, but he was saying that, like, these camps, they're dreadful conditions. They've killed, like, millions and thousands of millions of men, women and children. And seemingly, whatever happened anyway, there was an expose going to be done, and one of the conspiracy theorists says that this is a well thought up hoax. And I think I can't stand Trump, but, like, I think Trump was saying that as well. That's another conspiracy theory. No, I don't believe that, because at the end of the day, people have died. But, your man was saying, like, the main thing is using your hand sanitizer. Also the big thing is that you're not to put your hand up to your face, you're not to put your hand up to your mouth. you know, and stuff like that. He said people are walking around these masks in China. He says they don't do a fucking thing because the little inlets in here, like if it's flying around in the air, you're going to get it anyway. The main masks are being worn by doctors are metal. They're actually metal, and they're literally nearly soldered onto their face. Like the masks will only stop people if there's something going around, that they'll stop people putting their hand up to their face, because that's how it's spread. What he was saying was as well is that, like, the three groups affected are going to be, you know, babies, old, elderly people, and then the one that I'm part of is the people with low immune systems. Now, I have a low immune system due to my meds, so it means that I'm susceptible to pick up colds, flus very, very easily, you know what I mean? I could be sitting beside you one day, and you can probably guarantee it 2 days later I have it. So basically, anyway, that's what he was saying. He's saying, like, a normal healthy adult, if they got this, like, they don't have a cure for it in the hospitals, but what they can do is they can give it antibodies. They can give the person antibodies to fight it off, so it doesn't affect their lives, that are inner organs and stuff like that. And the reason why the three groups I mentioned is because it hits the lungs first. That's where it goes to first. And obviously old people's lungs wouldn't really have the capacity to fight it. Babies obviously the same. Now, I'm sure a lot of parents would argue that their baby has a fine pair of lungs, but for a virus they probably don't, to fight it. And then obviously people with low immune systems as well wouldn't have the capacity to fight it either. But he said a normal healthy adult, if they got it, the body would naturally fight it anyway. So, you know, obviously, look, we don't know who, I'm not sure the statistics of the people that died, you know, what age group they were or what group they belong to part of. But he did say that, he said it's crazy the way the media have gone with this now. And I'm just talking about from over on Irish shores, like, and I find this just comical at times with the Irish, you know, because when we got the big snow, you had half the mammies in Ireland, you know, kind of sending their kids down to the shop, you know, Johnny, get down and get the bread, get 5 pounds. Jesus, yeah, you get a few tea bags as well, Johnny, and a bottle of Bovril. Jesus, be here for a while. You know what I mean? The fucking scene my mate was yesterday. My mate was shopping yesterday, and they're clearing the shelves. What are you clearing the shelves for? Like, they're talking, I know you have to self-incubate and stuff like that, but, like, I don't think it's going to kill you going out for a fucking tub of butter now, do you know what I mean? So, like, they're all clearing the shelves of the fucking food. It's just comical. Now, I'm not talking about the disease or the virus, and that's not comical at all, but I'm just saying, I find it so fucking funny the way the Irish go on. And then I heard another thing, that the sales of Corona beer, which is quite enjoyable in the summer now, has gone down, because these absolute cockwombles in the world think that you can get the virus from the bottle. Righty then. I wonder how the Irish brand of Coronas are doing at the moment, whether their sales have gone up or down. Be curious to hear that. But yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm no expert, and I'm not going to downgrade it. I'm not playing it down, but, you know, this doctor, I have to say, was very, very interesting, just in the way he talked about it. And he was just kind of saying, you know, that, you know, the media definitely need to not play it down, but rein it in a bit, because, you know, it's not a pandemic status, it's not epidemic status as of yet, you know. And you know, I'm really just on this morning talking about our attitude, the Irish attitude to everything, and the way they just deal with stuff like this, you know. Because when we got the fucking snow, there was absolute killings. People are fucking ripping liddles apart and everything, you know. Fucking mad. But people, like, famous video of this young fella running out of a shop with like 6 or 7 pans of bread in his hand. I just don't know the mentality of, you know, should, you know what, we sit around the table and we make a few sambos and a cup of tea and your days be grand. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But anyway, again, as I said, I just think, you know, it's, again, I'm not playing it down, but I just think it needs to kind of people need to kind of know the facts more than anything else, you know, of how it's affected. Don't just fucking be putting stuff up on social media and talking about it. Now, again, I'm no expert, guys. I could have half the stuff I've talked on about today wrong, so I stand corrected. I am not anyway a fucking expert, but I have taken an interest in it in regards to, you know, just the dangers and obviously who it affects them more. And obviously I would be not worse than mine, but like obviously because of the low immune system, and I know how susceptible I am to picking stuff up all the time on a weekly basis, a monthly basis. I could pick up colds like that. Do you know what I mean? So look, it doesn't scare fucking me, and I'm not saying I'm anybody, but it doesn't scare me because my attitude is, and always has been, you get it, plain and simple. So no point in fucking worrying. No amount of fucking Brennan's bread is going to stave that off. You get the coronavirus, you get it. You live, you die. That's just the way it is. That's your numbers up or your numbers up. So I think just chill the fucking jets, folks.